State ascoltando radiochaositaly.com, la radio in vetrina.
Hello, good afternoon from Rome, from Acoustic Roots Rome, and good morning from Blues and Roots Radio. So here in Rome, finally, it's springtime, so a bit warmer and days are longer. Still with these masks on, but again, hopefully things will be better, much better. And yes, with me, as usual, the fantastic Gigi. Still, again, with a bit of these COVID-19 issues, so a bit of lockdown. But here we go. And I want to start today with a happy mood, with a lovely danceable song, discovered thanks to the Blues and Roots International Song Contest 2020, that is just finished. The song is in between the finalists of the duo trio bands category. And to be fair with you, it was my top three choices, top three favorites. Before I play it, let me spend a couple of words about the band. I'm talking about the band called the Birch Pereira and the Gene Joins Band, with their song that is A Love I Can't Explain. They are from Seattle, USA, and they have roots in virtually every style of mid-20th century American music, from Americana to blues to jazz, soul, and vintage rock and roll, let's say. They are a popular Northwest band who performs extensively in, let's say, on the west coast of the US and Canada, with recording gigs in New York City, New Orleans, and Los Angeles. In 2016, their first album, Dream Man, called Dream Man, won the Earshot Jazz Society's Northwest Jazz Recording of the Year, and in 2017 and 2018, Birch, the lead singer and bass player, was nominated as Vocalist of the Year. A second album called Western Soul, which featured Western jazz and soul originals, was released in March 2018 and received enthusiastic reviews. So let's enjoy this song and let's be transported in the time of speakeasies, honky-tonks and roadhouses, as they say. So this is Birch Pereira and the song is A Love I Can't Explain.
I can't explain this feeling in my heart. I can't contain the loneliness that spreads in where it hurts. I can't refrain from mentioning her name. Every time they speak of love, I hope you do the same. I can't detain this independent heart. It'd be a shame to never ever get the chance to start. Would you see it through if I gave myself to you? What changed that day? I just can't say love I can't explain. can't explain this feeling in my heart. I can't contain the loneliness that spreads when we're hurt. I can't refrain from mentioning your name. Every time they speak of love, I hope you do the same. I can't detain this independent hurt. It'd be a shame to never ever get the chance to start. Would you see it through if I gave myself to you? What changed that day? I just can't say love, I can't explain. What changed that day? I just can't say love, I can't explain.
And this was a love I can't explain. So thank you for starting with this happy mood. Thank you, Birch Pereira. And I go on with a song writer called Ian David Green, who kindly sent me over his new album. He's a singer-songwriter and musician born and raised in Liverpool, UK, and now living in London. His early influences include folk great names such, let's say, Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, and Simon and Garfunkel. Sometimes, you'll be all influenced by them. If you are a songwriter, let's see. Sometimes he mixes up his love for Americana music style with electronic music, as we can see in his EP called Songs of the Electric Night. An EP released in March 2020, and now is out, so very fresh and very close to the other production, let's say. Now is out with his new album called Songs of the Sea, and I'm very happy to promote here a couple of tracks from it. So let's start with a song called Submarines, and this is Ian David Green.
This was the house that we built, strong to the wind, white in the harbor sun. Our steps touch this ground, where weeds now grow, and small staccato veins of raindrops run. So long ago, arms on the wall, we stood and turned our faces to the foam. Out beneath the waves, boundless blue, a million metal messengers alone. Take a look around and see if someone's there. When do you think you'll come up for some
the lovely Submarines by Ian David Green. And I want to go on with Ian saying a couple of words about him. This album, that is called The Songs of the Sea, is his debut full album, just out now in February 2021, written as a tribute to the artist's late father. The album, let's say, explores the foundations of what makes us who we are, memory, identity, and our bonds with others. And I personally think that is what defines us as a unique person, and it is important to know to know who we are, and to keep the good things of our personal roots. So don't forget who we are and from where we come from again. Songs of the Sea, this album, was recorded in the studios by renowned Edinburgh musician and producer Marty Haley and by engineer William Bowden. And there are some contributing artists like Will Fry, Phil Alexander, Marcus Britton, and members even of the Scottish Chamber Orchestra. So I want to go on with him with another lovely song taken from the same album. This is again Ian David Green, and the song is Born Under a Northern Light.
Sunlines at midnight, straining my ears to hear the distant horns of ships at night. I was born under a northern light. Come on, boys, you know you've got them on the hop. Remember to stand tall when we send you over the top. Walk slow, put out your chest. Better the bullets to stop. For you were born under a northern light. You may think me below your high philosophy, born to be ruled over by those born to rule over me. When I stare at the horizon, you do not see what I can see. For you were not born under a northern light.
This was another lovely song from Ian David Green. And now let's move to Italy with an artist that I already introduced last year, and even I had the pleasure to have him playing live in our studio here in Rome. with another songwriter and with another project. I'm talking about Davide Campisi, and he was here 1 year and a half, something, with another songwriter called Mimi Sterrantino, with a project that recorded together some songs, original songs, and some traditional one rearranged. Who is Davide Campisi? Davide is a percussionist from musician and singer-songwriter from Enna. Enna is a lovely town in the heart of Sicily. He started playing drums when he was only 15 years old, and after he developed his passion for traditional Sicilian, or generally, let's say, from the south of Italy, music, studying different styles and techniques of the instruments of south of Italy, particularly the rhythmical instrument, the hand drums and frame drums. In Italian is tamburi a cornice. And he collaborated with lots of bands and projects as a drummer percussionist. Since 2015, he's promoting a new musical project, let's say a solo project called BADR, Badr, that in Sicilian is Full Moon. And finally, in 2017, he released the full-length album, his solo album, called Democratica, Democracy. At last, in 2018, he won a prize even as a solo percussionist at the Pear Innovation Laboratory Festival, 1000 Beats European Drum and Percussion Academy. Following that, also he took part at the Percussion International Festival called Gongs and Skins in Burma, in Italian, Birmania country. Anyway, Davide is a very eclectic artist, a bit hectic too. Eclectic artist, and now he's just came out with a new work that is called Yoka. Yoka is play, to play. An album just out now, again rooted in the Sicilian tradition, but with some modern arrangements and some more pop-ish songs, let's say. A protagonist of the album is again the rhythm, and Davide great percussions playing and also lovely singing. So I wanted you to enjoy a couple of tracks from this new release. The first one is a song that is called Rocca. Is a song dedicated to Enna. Again, to his town, is the town from where he came and also where he actually lives. That is a town in the very center of Sicily. That Rocca means rock, but also fortress. And if you go there to Enna, there is really this white castle, and the atmosphere is really magical, again with this white castle that seems suspended in the space and time. So I'm very happy to play this song, dedicated to the beautiful Enna, Davide Campisi, Rocca.
Contadina, montagna sola, una sura sciammenza tante frati, verde gialla come grano da stagioni, biunna come l'antica patrona, cacchianci la figlia nella notte scura. La montagna di cemento armato, sulla paesana sa pallette cari. Cala la mantiglia, ranneggini, rusa cane, canta un canto dolce di Natale, pammucciare il lusso, malaffari. Eia eo, eia eo, ah. Eia eo, ah. Con la vola immorta, con la vola sta. Eia eo, ah. Eia eo, la vola immorta, con la vola sta. Arsu di soli e curtu di grano, manco de metra sapi più spiegari. Ioco che apparteni alle furistere a mangiatura, solo desti si bar una terra di partenza, pinna vita nuova. Eia eo, ah. Eia eo, sa. Eia e o e, eia e o a. Eia e o e, eia e o a. Culla voli morta, culla vola sa. Roccadili morti, ne si conta sui conti di la sorti, conta di cu parti e di cusietta, canta conta un'altra volta, grida la non dei tesori to. Conta di cu parti e di cusietta, canta conta un'altra volta, grida la non dei tesori to. Eia e o e, eia e o a. Eia e o e, eia e o a. Culla voli morta, culla vola sa. Eia e o e, eia e o a. Eia e o e, eia e o a. Culla voli morta, culla vola sa. Culla voli morta, culla vola sa.
Rocca by Davide Campisi. This album also got the artistic direction of Marco Corrao, another songwriter from Sicily, who also played several instruments in it, and features the participation of great musicians, guest musicians, like Riccardo Tesi on the bottom accordion and Alex Valle on the pedal steel guitar. Another track is the next one, a traditional song from Enna area, sung by people during the Easter celebrations, rearranged by Davide. It is a dialogue between a mother and a son who asks to the mom to let him go, accepting his destiny.
Maria itta una voce pusitinni, dissi in capo di mia cucciate penni. Avia un figlio che imbrazza lutinni, ora alluvi alla cruci capenni. O figlio di sta cruci scinnitini, caccia la madre tocca da difenni. Madre benedicita te venni, calume curva alla cruci capenni. Stente l'affanni di nuovi misi cambrazzati tinni, ti benedico li stente l'affanni, l'ulogunni nascisti a tutti i banni, ti benedico li stente l'affanni, li chiovati la naca moriranni.
And this was another lovely song from this new release from Davide Campisi. Check out for him. He has his website, Davide Campisi, Facebook as well. He's on Instagram. So plenty of places where you can find his new releases, and it's really worth it. This last song was called, I don't know if I said, anyway, was called Maria Ità una voce. We are talking about a dialect from Sicily again, so he re-elaborated some traditional songs and wrote some new original tracks. So next song, let's move on now, is another song taken from the Blues and Roots Radio Song Contest finalist. Today I want to play four songs from this contest. The next song is called Isolation Blues. And again, for me, it was in the top 3 songs in the band's category. The band is a collaboration between 2 artists, Danny Artuso and Victor Nesralla, that since the 80s they are collaborating in different projects in the Ottawa musical scene, so from Canada. Their last project is a blues album, so mainly blues music, from where this song is taken, and the album is called Wearing the Blues. I will play more from it because it's very, very interesting. I will play more from it over the next shows. But now, let's enjoy this fantastic arrangement. Let's listen to the harmonies of the vocals that is called Isolation Blues, Nesralla and Artuso Project.
This new norm, I don't like what I see. Don't get too close, just keep your distance from me. When I go for a walk, people cross the street. I find women a mask, they stare at me. Better safe than sorry, I might end up dead. And if you don't mind, get what I gotta get and go. I stay inside, sometimes I'm more than a week. I go outside, take my dog for a leak. The dove's telling me to stay the fuck home. When I talk to my friends, it's only on the phone. And all I do is pray that this will end. And I hope you don't mind. Give what I gotta get and go. Give what I gotta get and go. Mm-hmm. Give what I gotta get and go. I miss the days when life was so carefree. I just keep asking myself what my grandkids will see. The world I knew was so far from them. On I hope and pray this won't happen again. In the meantime, man, I have to lay low. If you don't mind, give what I gotta get and go. Give what I gotta get and go. Get and go. Give what I gotta get and go. Oh, what I'm saying, don't get me wrong. I was going stir crazy when I wrote this song. Only telling it like it is because it's what I see. You don't like what I'm saying, don't listen to me. I got to say what's on my mind. God strike me dead if I'm telling a lie. Why don't you tell me if it is so? I hope you don't mind. Get what I gotta get and go. Get what I gotta get and go. Yeah. Get what I gotta get and go.
RadioChaosItaly.com, the web radio station.
State ascoltando RadioChaosItaly.com, la radio in vetrina.
There's a bar of sound when we compare to hell. Toss you about and unforgiving so well, and it'll drag you down below. It was put there by a mermaid fair who was killed as she sat in the morning air. All you sailors better beware, sailing in the Bay of Stowe. And the doom bar rules the bay, she will take your breath away. Times are getting worse, we all fear the mermaid's curse. Whilst hunting seals, Tommy owed it straight to a merry maid sat down by the bay. Beauty stole his breath away, and his heart was filled with love. But such a fool as him she would never wed. If he couldn't have a living, then he'd see her dead. The gun barrel flashed and the sea ran red, and the storm cloud raged above. And the doom bar rules the bay, she will take your breath away. Times are getting worse, we all fear the mermaid's curse. The death out of her hand flew raging gales and golden sand, filled the bay from land to land, and the doom bar she was born. Oh Tom, yo, for your vanity, I will curse this quiet stretch of sea. The price you'll pay for the life of me is a life of pain and scorn. And the doom bar rules the bay, she will take your breath away. Times are getting worse, we all fear the mermaid's curse. Doom bar rules the bay, she will take your breath away. Times are getting worse, we all fear the mermaid's curse. We all fear the mermaid's curse. Tides are getting worse.
Hello, welcome back. This is still Acoustic Roots from Rome. I am Francesca Romana, and still with me, the fantastic Gigi. So we are broadcasting from Radio Chaos Italy in Rome, and contemporary live on the Fantastic Blues Roots Radio from Ontario, Canada. And this show is live every Thursday at 4 o'clock p.m. Italian time. That is 3 o'clock UK time and 10 a.m. Ontario, Canada time. And it goes on repeats on Blues and Roots Radio on Tuesday, every Tuesday at noon. And in Italy is 6 o'clock in the afternoon, so 5 o'clock UK time. And then we will have the podcast from Mixcloud to the music magazine The Sound Cafe. Actually, you should have a look to this music magazine. Plenty of very nice, interesting articles and reviews about folk, roots, blues, bluegrass, Celtic, all this kind of stuff. Very, very interesting. Anyway, coming back after the jingle, you just listened to another song, another finalist of the Blues and Roots Radio International Song Competition from 2020. The song is called The Dome Bar, and is a song from a musician called Loveridge. And again, a song that I personally put in the top 3 songs of male category because of his energy and very good playing. The artist's name actually is Toby Lobb, but the artist's name is the middle name inherited from his great-grandfather Loveridge Lobb, who was renowned in Padstow, that is a town in Cornwall, UK, for his love of music and performance. The songs of his album switch between folk-inspired tales of the sea and his beloved area, region Cornwall, as well as more contemporary tunes about love, life, loss. And there is always a common theme running through each song. His debut EP is called The Safe Haven. This is instead a new whole album called As the Crow Flies, with 10 folk-infused, new tracks. And this is the album from, again, we took this song you just listened to. I finish, this section of Blues and Roots Radio Song International Contest with another lovely track. This time a female, still in the finalists and still for me in the top 3 of its category. I'm talking about the lovely voice of Chanel McInnes, very important name, and the song is called Give Me Your Life.
You're my best friend, my greatest creation, a child unique in body, soul, and mind. You're free to choose your very own salvation. Deny me not, and your path you will find. It may seem strange and often confusing, but through the darkness a light will appear. This I promise, my heart is ever yearning to make you understand that I am always near. Give me your life, I will not harm you, I will be with you always. Send me your heart, with my love I'll guide you, I will be near you always. I will always love you, I never will deny. I won't forget you, you're such a special child. Should you stumble, I'll be right beside you. I'll be there to catch you when you fall. And when your burdens begin to overwhelm you, just close your eyes and give me a call. Give me your life,
the lovely voice of Chanel McGuinness. Talking about Guinness, I was thinking about St. Patrick time, because this should have been the week in which all the musicians, I mean traditional musicians, especially in Irish music, would have been going around playing for gigs, events, etc., etc. So there will be some events online, but of course it's not the same. So a big virtual online hug to all my fellow musicians for these tough times, really, not only in terms of money, but also in terms of aim. I mean, a musician has to play live. If cannot do that, of course, I mean, you can replace with some online streaming or whatever, but of course it's not the same in terms of money, but in terms of relationship with the audience. So the musicians, they really take their motivation from the relationship that you create with your audience. The motivation is your audience. If you can move them, if you can let them enjoy your tunes and songs, etc. So hopefully this will be the last St. Patrick with no music, or with very little music. Anyway, let's move on. Now, because on the 10th of March has been the International Bagpipe Day, I wanted to pay an homage to that instrument today with an international renowned band playing a musical tradition that I love. Is the musical tradition from Asturias, and I'm talking about a great band called Jan de Cubel. That, for the very few, I hope, they don't know them, is a Celtic folk band from Asturias in Spain. The band is specialized in researching, playing and recording Asturian folk music. They play traditional Asturian instruments such as bagpipes, again, that in there is called gaita, percussion, fiddlers, accordions, bouzouki, flutes and guitars. When they don't play traditional tunes, they write original material in the tradition of that particular, let's say, folk music. They won several awards for their music, and I want to play an instrumental set for you in order to listen really these traditional instruments and to appreciate this kind of dances that are called munieras, are very similar to the jigs, Irish jigs. Anyway, let's enjoy now Jan de Cubel bands with this fantastic set of munieras. great stuff. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you danced a little bit together with this lovely track. Anyway, I'm finishing today. Today's again was another eclectic journey for all of you. I'm finishing with the whole version of the song you just listened at the beginning of the show. Let's say the theme song, because I chose another theme song from the 2021 edition of the Acoustic Roots Rome, and the song is called Red Dog in the Morning, and is written and played by Andrea Verga and Mr. Bigoni. I already mentioned Andrea Verga is a multi-instrumentalist, mainly banjo player, let's say, singer, songwriter, and again banjo player, mainly in old time and bluegrass styles. And Mr. Bigoni is his colleague, singer and guitarist, and they recorded a couple of albums together. And this song, I really liked this song, so I asked him if I could use it as the theme song of the new edition, the new season, let's say, of this show. And he kindly said yes. So at the very beginning of the show, you listened to that. And now I want to propose to you the whole version of the song. But before that, I hope you enjoyed our musical journey today. Thank you very much again to Radio Chaos, who is hosting this program since more than 3 years now from Rome, Italy, every Thursday at 4 o'clock. Thank you very much to the fantastic Gigi, always with me, still with the masks on. And thank you very much to Blues and Roots Radio, who is hosting this program again since almost 3 years now again. And you can listen to the repeat of the show on Tuesday on Blues and Roots Radio, and on the podcast that we will upload in a couple of days from Mixcloud to the music magazine that is called The Sound Cafe. Again, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to take part in this show, drop me a line on Acoustic Roots Rome. You can find the page on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram, Acoustic Roots Rome. But to send relevant info or links to your music, etc., just write to our email, please. Don't send any attachment, but write links to acousticrootsrome@gmail.com. And again, I leave you with this fantastic song of Andrea Verga and Mr. Bigoni. Thank you very much, Andrea. Thanks to all of you, and have a wonderful week. This is Red Dog in the Morning.
It's a red dog in the morning.
radiochaositaly.com. The web